Number one is health certificate and eye test. Number two is first aid training by the driving school. The third thing to do is to pass the exam. It's 30 questions, so you need to pass 26. And for you to pass this exam, you need to study. Good afternoon, or good day, depending where you are watching me from. So welcome back to my channel, both the new subscribers and the returning subscribers. So this morning we'll be discussing another important topic. So many people have been asking me, how do I get a new license in Lithuania? So now, get your pen and papers for you to know how to get a license in the Republic of Lithuania. So let's get to work. Okay, you are a foreigner in Lithuania, you are a Lithuanian citizen. To get a license is not the same. For example, if you're a foreigner in Lithuania and you have a license or an international driving license from your country, if your country and Lithuania have like a memorandum of understanding about license, there are little things you will do for you to get a Lithuanian license. But that is not why we are here. The main reason we are here today is for people who wants to get new Lithuanian license. So get ready, let's discuss about it. So now, before you get a driving license in Lithuania, there are several things you need to do in order to secure this license. So I will be taking it slowly for you to understand what getting a license in Lithuania is all about. So before you get a license in Lithuania, there are a few documents you will gather. So now the first document you need to get is you need a health certificate. So this health certificate include eye test. So you'll be getting a medical certificate. They will be doing also an eye test. So secondly, you need to do what we call first aid training. In this first aid training, if you get your health certificate or your eye test in the clinic or in the hospital, there are clinic that will help you to run this test, number one. And secondly, for the first aid certificate, the driving school will help you. We do this training for you and give you this certificate. So what do you do next? Now you have to pass the theory and the practical exam. The theory exam is 30 questions, you need to pass 26. And the practical exam, after you must have gone to driving school and pass the exam, now you have to do the practical exam in the registrar. And the age requirement for this is 18 years. So let's take this slowly now. So the first requirement is health certificate and the eye test. So you're a newcomer in Lithuania and you want to get a license, you will go to any nearby hospital, any clinic or any private clinic, and ask them, I want to do a driving test in Lithuania. I want to get a new driving test in Lithuania and I'm mandated to do this medical exam. So this hospital will take your details and run this test for you. And when they are running this medical test for you, they will be doing the eye test inclusive. So they will be running the medical exam and they will giving you again the eye test. So now, after you must have gotten this, go to any nearby driving school and get what we call first aid training. The driving school will be bringing out a day or 2 days to conduct this first aid training for you. They will be conducting it. It will be like 2 to 3 hours lecture or 4 hours lecture. So after the training, they will be giving you guys this certificate. So now, if you have gotten this, what do you do next? You will go down to registrar. The registrar is a board that coordinates everything about registration of vehicles in Lithuania, both within and the one you brought from abroad. Everything about license, everything about a car registration and the likes. Registrar Lithuania coordinates this for the government. So now, if you have getting the health certificate, the eye test, your first aid, Go straight to registrar to write this exam. The exam is 30 questions, and you are permitted to write as much as you can, and you are permitted to fail only 4 questions, which means out of the 30 questions, you are getting 26. 26 is the least that you will get to pass this exam. So now, if you have gotten this 26, what you do next is for you to move down to the driving school. Now, the driving school will be taking you on a 10 practice test. So there will be 9 classes, which is around the 30 to 40 minutes per test. So each test is 30 to 40 minutes for 9 times. And the final one will be for the driving school to take you on a practical exam by themselves. So if you must have passed this, what they do next is for them now to refer you to the registrar. They will refer you to the registrar. So now, if you are following me clearly, you will understand the steps. Number 1 is health certificate and eye test. Number 2 is first aid training by the driving school. The third thing to do is to pass the exam. It's 30 questions, so you need to pass 26. And for you to pass this exam, you need to study. There are many online resources for you to study and know how these questions looks like, for you to read, study, and pass this exam. So the next thing is to go to driving school. The driving school will be taking you on a 10 test. Like the numbers of tests is 10, and it will be like a 40 minutes per each test, and it will be for 9 classes. The last class will be for practical by the driving school. So if you have passed from the driving school, what you do now is to now go home and register for the practical exam in registrar. For the practical exam in registrar. So now, if you register for this exam, you either choose to pay online or pay at the center. The payment is around 30 to 40 euros for the practical test. But for the exam is around 8 to 12 euros. For the practical exam by the registrar or the final driving test is 30 to 40 euros. And don't forget, if you are a foreigner in Lithuania, you will be needing a translator. And this translator charge in between 25 to 40 euros. So you need a translator. For your final practical exam in registrar, the translator will accompany you for the 30 to 40 minutes test. So if you have gotten this, move to the registrar, register for your exam by yourself, get a translator. Any country you are, you try to get the one that can speak Lithuanian, because when you are driving, they have to translate to you what the examiner is saying you to do or telling you to do. So if you have drive and pass, you now have to go inside the registrar, go to a self-capturing machine and book for your license. The license has options if you need it for 3 days, for 5 days, and for 1 week or 2 weeks, and all this goes with price. If for 3 days is 25 euro, if for 1 week might be 15 euro, and if for 2 weeks or 3 weeks might be 5 or 7 euros. So the urgency of needing the license will tell the price. So don't forget that you have to be 18 years for you to be able to get a license in Lithuania. So if you must have followed me clearly, you will understand for you to get a license in Lithuania, you need to do few things. Get a health certificate. You have to do a medical examination or health certificate with eye test. You have to do your first aid training, pass your theory. Now move to driving school. In driving school, you need about 9 to 10 classes with a practical in the driving school. Now after that, if you must have passed, you move to registrar with a translator to do your final driving exam. Don't forget, you need to be 18 years. See you on the next one. Don't forget to send me your messages or your questions or your comments in the comment section. Ask me anything about driving. I'll be glad to answer you. Don't forget my channel. This is Michael by Powerful-MTV. See you on the next one. Have a nice day. Bye.